Hey there! You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our networks. I am Mike Morales here in San Antonio. That young man is?
I'm Dave Dinius, and I'm in Reno, Nevada.
In beautiful Reno, Nevada. How's the weather in Reno?
It was sprinkling just a few minutes ago. Or raining or something.
We have a humid 90 some odd degrees.
Ooh, today. Nice.
Yeah, it's
like we're last week.
it's beach weather, so for this taping I have a shirt on, but I have a tank top underneath because sun's out, guns out. Hey, so this is really interesting. You and I have the distinct pleasure of tasting the rebranded.
Yes, rebranded.
Cava de los Morales tequila.
Yes.
And before anybody asks, no, I'm not related to this tequila.
No, he's not. Now, these guys used to be a well brand or something like that, weren't they?
Yeah. They come. In fact, let me tell you a funny story. This is the brand new branding. They come out of distillery 1438.
And also, I think 1592, I think. I'm not sure.
Is that the one you have?
Well, the gold says 1592. Blanco says
1438.
1438.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I didn't. That's interesting. You're right. It comes from two different. Although they're still imported and distributed by Mexico.
By the same people?
Yeah, out of Houston. Now, that's interesting.
When I looked things up before we started, it was the 15, it said 1592.
1592, right.
Was the active.
So 1438 is old stock, apparently.
I think so.
Now, remember, according to the information that we have, when you read a NOM number, ordinarily it doesn't necessarily mean where they produced it. It generally refers to where it's bottled.
Bottled, okay.
Okay, but on both of these it says bottled. It says distilled and bottled at. So we'll take them at their word. I'm not sure why they did two separate distilleries.
Not sure either.
But I will tell you, I like the new branding.
It does look nice. It does look very nice. And these are 1 liter bottles too.
Yeah. These are. I used to buy these in New Mexico when I lived there, and it looked differently. Some of you may have seen an older style label. I used to buy these, the 750s. They were like $19 a bottle. This was my go-to. This was a go-to tequila for a long time.
Oh yeah, you with the Morales.
Yeah, well, the funny thing was, I didn't even know they existed. I had a friend of mine would sent me a picture. He was in a liquor store somewhere and sent me a picture, and he asked me, "Does this belong to you?" And I said, "No." Since then, I have seen an even older label.
Yes.
At El Agave in San Diego, they have every bottle of tequila ever made, and I actually ran across an older label and an older bottle of Cava de los Morales. So this brand has been around for a long time.
Yes, we're doing the silver, and I've got my.
You got your brand new Stassel.
A Stassel Jarritos tumbler.
Yes, we are going to test drive it. This is the long neck for tequila, so we're gonna try that. As you can see, I have had a little bit of this tequila.
I just broke mine open.
Well, there you go. Funny thing is, we got no information otherwise. There's no POS, no nothing.
And I couldn't find anything on a website. Nothing.
No, but it has been around for a long time.
It has been.
Yeah. And looking differently with a different label. I like this new branding. I really
It's
do.
very nice. It's classy.
Yeah, it kind of gives it an upscale look to it. All right. So when we use the jarrito,
Oh yes,
I like to from the top, from the neck, and that way you can see the legs and tiers.
which are developing rather slowly, but they are developing.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot. If any of you folks have had this particular tequila before in its different iterations, yeah, it's taking its own sweet time to do any of the clinging.
But it's definitely clinging. It's just slow to develop them tiers and legs.
Well, it's rather thin. It's not. It doesn't look syrupy or thin. And when I sniff it, I kind of hold it from the bottom, a little bit. But
yeah, it's got some agave notes there.
Yep. It's almost got a like a lime zest.
Yeah.
It's got like a citrus zest to it.
A little citrus, a little cooked agave. Or is that green?
It's green. Yeah, I get. And it's almost, because of the lime and the green, it smells just a hair below briny, but not really not. It's funny because I've tasted brine before on some other tequilas, but this one is almost, it's on the nose, and it's just very faint, very reminiscent.
Mm-hmm. And these glasses are kind of nice. They don't really overpower the nose. Like, I noticed that with the Glencairn, it's not quite as in your face with the Glencairn being what it is.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that complaint before about some glassware makes the aromas and the it sharpens the aroma, like it's almost too sharp, and people complain about that. And I thought to myself, geez, I'd rather have it sharp and be able to know off the bat.
Yeah,
because you've used Riedels before, and you've seen us go really just dig in, and with a much larger sample, and see, you don't need a whole lot.
No, I don't got much in there.
Yeah, which is good if you like Cava de los Morales, because this sucker, you can put a straw in it and just it goes down way too smooth, way too easily for me.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's give this let's see what we got here.
Yeah, let's do it. It's nice, a little peppery note up front, but not like some of the others we've tried.
No, it's toned down.
Very.
It's been around for so long, as you said. It looks like it's been a well tequila most of its career, most of its lifetime. Yeah. But it's really clean, and it's got some lingering bubbles on this.
Yeah, and like I said, the legs and tears are still there, or fingers and tears, whatever you want to call them.
String of pearls, legs and tears.
Legs and tears.
Yeah, now they're starting to form.
Yeah.
But it doesn't cling. It's not like it's got some heavy. There's probably not a lot of glycerin, if any. It's not very complex either.
It doesn't have that mouthfeel that glycerin would.
Right. And it's it's not super complex, but it's just got enough to make it interesting, Yeah, and the finish is fairly long. I still feel it going. Yeah.
Warm in it, so.
Yeah, warm and fuzzy.
Yes, the warm and fuzzy.
Just out of curiosity, were you able to find a price point for this one?
I found not too much.
I don't, like I said, the $7.50 bottles years ago,
right,
were like $19 a bottle. This probably, I venture to say, it's still a good value tequila. But
Total Wine somewhere has it.
Well, let's see here.
Maybe not.
They have they even have the signature of the master distiller now. And I'm not sure who that is because I obviously can't read the handwriting, and we received no information.
None.
It would be nice to know, since they've upgraded, the packaging and the look and the labeling. It would be nice to know a little bit more, what the history is. But all I know is it's been around forever.
Yeah.
And if I were related, I would be a very rich man at this point.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I had not had a chance to find. I'd imagined it's going from the $19 to $24 range. I don't know how. I don't know how they manage that.
I'm looking at some 750 bottles, but I don't think they do in 750s. And somebody's got it for $13.
Yeah, I'd imagine that they're
$20. Yeah, somewhere in there.
See, and that's the thing. To me, Dave, this has always been an overlooked tequila for what it is.
It's a very nice, clean tequila.
Yeah, it's versatile.
Yeah.
Great margarita, probably a really interesting paloma.
Yeah.
It's sharp enough to stand out. If not, it's still lean enough to be probably in your well.
It doesn't have any off flavors or aromas.
No.
Just a nice, clean one. This is very, very nice.
And for the price point, like you said, you found it as cheap as $14 for the 750, right? I mean, I'd imagine that the liter bottles may be a little bit more, but
yeah.
I mean, if you're paying, I'd be surprised if this was even priced at $24 for a liter bottle.
Yeah, it might be, and that would still be a good deal.
Yeah, that'd be a great deal. Hey man, I think in the value category we got a brand of promise.
Yep.
I love this stuff, and like I say, the flavor profile to me is the same as when I first tried it when I lived in New Mexico, and this was maybe 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was always at the bottom shelf. People would just walk by it looking for the more expensive tequilas, everybody's favorites, and they'd overlook this bottle, and I would buy it consistently week after week after week. Just some really decent quality.
So should anybody if they can find it. Looking for a good low cost tequila. Brand of promise.
Yeah.
Category.
Value category. I like what they've done with the new packaging. I'm even almost tempted to nominate them in the packaging category, just because I like what they've done with the bottle. Because if you remember the older ones, the Blanco was like a blue seal. It looked like a shield of some sort, and then the brown, it was like a mustard brown, terrible, color, and that was for the Reposado. And the Repo and the you can expect that the Repo and the Blanco would be priced within a couple of bucks of each other.
Yeah, I think maybe $5 difference, if that.
If that. So how do you like using the new glasses? What do you think?
It's nice. I'm getting good notes on it, and being able to smell it.
I love that you don't have to use a whole lot either.
No, you don't.
Except
for the tasting part of it, you gotta kind of use a little bit.
That's just it. Afterwards, you can give yourself that Obama pour. That 2 fingers, 3 fingers. But what I like is that when we do these tastings, and we got to keep these bottles around until January. So it's kind of nice to not have to use a big serving to get something out of it like we used to do with the old glassware. So
Asombroso.
Asombroso.
With
Yeah.
my little bottle.
Well, that's why I've been using these now for almost a year, and you'll see a lot of these from all of our TJs now. They'll have a set of these, the tequila one with the longer neck, and the shorter one with the for mezcal. You'll start to see those. These are the Stossel Jarrito tumblers.
Yes.
You can get yours if you like these. You can get your set right now, currently, at Chisholm Trail Craft Glasses. Look them up.
Is there a link on Tequila Aficionado?
There have been on a lot of these initial reviews. You can run the search for. We interviewed the gentleman, the designer, Romeo Ristov. So there's ways you can contact him. Just shoot him an email, and he will point you in the right direction. So I know he's revamping his website. So, but shoot him an email. He'll get them out to you. He'll tell you how you can get your set. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at the bottom of yours. Do you have a little agave? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little agave there.
Yeah, that's his little logo. Is his CTC on it for this particular glass.
Just Trail.
Yep. So look him up. Look him up on our website, and Brand of Promise nominee in the value category. Cava de los
the
Morales.
Blanco. For the Blanco, yes.
Yeah. This is really cool. Go find yours. This is the liter bottle. I'm sure the 750s are around if you don't have to look very hard to find them. But that's our take. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio. That young man over there is
Dave Dinius in Reno, Nevada.
You have been watching Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our platforms. Do what Dave says. See that red button down there on YouTube?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs down.
If you didn't like it,
if you don't,
tried it before, give us some comments.
Yeah, please. If you got a favorite recipe, we'll share those recipes all day long, man.
Yeah. They might even be featured on one of them platforms.
Hey, the neat thing about tequilas that are versatile enough to go into cocktails, people, that sometimes a cocktail alone will move these bottles. So let us know. But whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.
I'm Mike Morales. I'm CEO of Tequila Aficionado Media, and I just wanted to thank you for watching Sipping Off the Cuff. We love doing these reviews for you. Now, if you're an Agave Spirits brand owner and you're watching this, there are 3 things that I'd like to talk to you about. Number 1, if you'd like us to review your Agave Spirit on Sipping Off the Cuff, just send me an email, mike@tequilaaficionado.com. It won't cost you a dime, and I promise you'll get an honest review. Number 2, if your brand has been nominated, past or present, as a brand of promise, we can help you promote your brand effectively and affordably over on the tequila PR side of things. Just email me, mike@tequilapr.com. And number 3, if your brand has ever been a Brand of Promise nominee or a winner, you automatically qualify with us, or to go with us on our next promotional tequila tour. So shoot me an email, tours@tequilaaficionado.com, and I'll send you all the details on our upcoming tequila tour. That's it. Thanks again for watching. Sip wisely.